Have you ever felt like your cat suddenly became obsessed with you overnight, following you everywhere, refusing to leave your side, and demanding attention in a way that feels almost unusual? At first, it feels sweet, like your cat is finally showing the love you always hoped for. But what if that sudden clinginess isn't just affection? What if it's actually your cat trying to tell you something is wrong? Many cat owners don't realize that some of their everyday habits can quietly stress their cats. Cats are incredibly sensitive animals. They don't always show discomfort in obvious ways. Instead, they communicate through subtle changes in behavior. And one of the most misunderstood signals is when a cat becomes overly clingy. Sometimes it means love, but other times, it's a sign that something in their environment, routine, or interaction with you is making them uncomfortable or anxious. To truly understand your cat, you need to recognize what they secretly dislike, even if they never show it directly. Number 1. Forcing your cat to show affection. Cats enjoy affection, but only on their own terms. When you pick them up, hug them tightly, or constantly try to cuddle, it can make them feel trapped. Unlike dogs, cats value control over their personal space. When that control is taken away, they may become stressed. For example, if your cat walks away when you try to hold them but you keep pulling them back, they may start feeling uneasy. Over time, this can lead to clingy behavior because they're confused between seeking comfort and avoiding discomfort. Number 2. Staring directly into their eyes. To humans, eye contact shows attention and connection. But for cats, direct staring can feel like a threat. In the wild, prolonged eye contact is often a sign of confrontation. So when you lock eyes with your cat for too long, they may feel challenged or uncomfortable. A common example is when a cat suddenly looks away, blinks slowly, or even leaves the room after you stare at them. That's their way of avoiding tension. If your cat becomes clingy afterward, it could be because they're trying to re-establish a sense of safety. Number 3. Loud noises and sudden movements. Cats have extremely sensitive hearing and sharp instincts. Loud sounds like shouting, banging doors, or sudden movements can easily startle them. Even something as simple as dropping an object can make them anxious. Imagine your cat relaxing peacefully, and suddenly there's a loud noise. Their body goes into alert mode instantly. Over time, repeated exposure to such stress can make them cling to you for reassurance, as they start seeing you as their only safe point in a chaotic environment. Number 4. Dirty litter boxes. Cats are naturally clean animals. A dirty litter box can be one of the biggest sources of stress for them. If their litter box isn't cleaned regularly, they may avoid using it altogether or feel uncomfortable in their own space. For example, a cat may start following you around or meowing excessively because they're trying to communicate their discomfort. Some cats even become clingy because they don't feel secure using their own litter area, which affects their overall sense of comfort. Number 5. Petting the wrong areas. Not all cats enjoy being petted the same way. Some areas, like the belly or tail, can be sensitive. While a cat might tolerate it for a moment, continuous touching in these areas can irritate them. You might notice your cat suddenly grabbing your hand, flicking their tail, or walking away. If this happens often, your cat may become clingy but also cautious, wanting attention but unsure if it will turn into discomfort again. Number 6. Constant changes in their environment. Cats love routine and familiarity. Even small changes can disrupt their sense of security. Rearranging furniture, bringing in new people, or changing daily habits can make them feel unsettled. For example, moving their favorite resting spot or introducing a new pet can cause stress. In response, your cat may start sticking close to you because you are the only constant they recognize in a changing environment. Number 7. Ignoring their hunting instinct. Cats are natural hunters. Even indoor cats have this instinct deeply rooted in them. When they don't get enough playtime or stimulation, they can become bored and restless. This lack of mental and physical activity can lead to clingy behavior. For instance, a cat might follow you everywhere, not because they want affection, but because they are seeking engagement and stimulation that they're not getting otherwise. Number 8. Waking a sleeping cat. Cats sleep a lot, but their sleep is important for their well-being. Waking them up suddenly, especially during deep rest, can irritate them and disrupt their natural rhythm. Imagine being woken up repeatedly for no reason. Over time, this can create stress. A cat that doesn't feel safe while resting may become more attached to you when awake, constantly seeking reassurance instead of enjoying independent rest. When you start looking at your cat's behavior more closely, you begin to realize that their actions are never random. Every movement, every sound, and every shift in behavior carries meaning. That sudden clinginess you once thought was pure affection could actually be your cat trying to cope with something that's bothering them. It's not about blaming yourself, but about becoming more aware of how your actions and environment affect your pet. Understanding your cat isn't about changing everything overnight. It's about making small, thoughtful adjustments, giving them space when they need it, respecting their boundaries, keeping their environment clean and stable, playing with them regularly, and most importantly, paying attention to the signals they give you. Because when your cat feels safe, understood, and respected, their behavior changes. Their clinginess becomes balanced. Their affection becomes genuine and relaxed, not driven by anxiety or confusion. And that's when the real bond begins to grow. So the next time your cat suddenly becomes extra clingy, don't just see it as love. Pause for a moment and ask yourself what they might be trying to tell you. Because the more you understand your cat, the stronger your connection becomes, and the happier both of you will be.